How you guys doing today? It's Flippin' Eddie, and I just want to talk about current iPhone prices right now. A lot of people may want to get into this and don't know what they're going for. What should I sell for? What should I offer? So I'm just gonna cut it down into a short video and let you guys know what I pay personally for iPhones, and I'll do another segment for Galaxies, etc., etc. But okay, we'll start out with I don't buy iPhone 4s. Let's start out with that. The reason why I don't buy them, unless I get it for like $5. Honestly, iPhone 4s and 4Ss, they're not really worth that much anymore. I mean, I see people getting like $50-$60 sometimes. So, I mean, if you can get it for like under $20, you might be able to make like 10, 20, $30 off of it. But to me, it's not really worth it because you figure your time and gas and depending on how far away it is. And so, yeah, I would skip on a 4S. So we'll go to iPhone 5 and 5C's about the same price. So basically what I sell those for now, we're just talking about base models, guys, like 16 gigabyte Verizons, because obviously Sprint goes for less, in my area at least. I'm out in the city, so Sprint sells for a lot less actually. 5 and 5C, usually I try to buy them for like $60, and I'll sell them for $100. Generally around that area, give or take $5-$10. Sometimes they even get them for like $30 if the screen's cracked, and I'll go ahead and put a screen on there for $20, so I'm in at 50, and I'll make $50 real quick. So 5S's usually they go for about 20 more bucks. It depends, actually, 20 to 75 more bucks. But Walmart has the brand new 5S for Straight Talk for $149.99. Actually, it was $99 on Black Friday. So it kind of messes the prices up around here because everybody wants to reflect back on that price for a brand new phone. So it kind of hurts the value of the Verizons and AT&Ts, the phones that people use on contract or whatever. So yeah, around that area is what I sell them for. Now we'll jump to iPhone 6s. Okay, so you got 6 and you got 6 Plus. iPhone 6s, for some reason, I hardly get over like 250 anymore. That's what it feels like anyway. Usually sometimes 275, but we're talking about a couple months ago I was selling them for 325, 330, 64 gigabytes get 350. 6 Pluses I was selling them for like 420 just a couple months ago. It was 7 drops, so all the prices dropped as well on the used market. So like I said, I sell them for like 250 to 275, but I'm never in over $200. It's not even worth my time. Maybe 210. Depends on the gigabyte if it's Verizon, because Verizon phones are unlocked for the iPhone 6 models. They come unlocked from the get-go. So 6 Pluses, usually I can get at least 300 for them, 325. But also be wary of the 6 Pluses, man, because touch disease. I tell you what, man, that stuff, that will kill you for real if you don't test it out for a good minute or two. Every time you get a 6 Plus, please test it out. It might work for a second. You can just push on the upper right corner of the glass a little bit, or right where the Touch IC chip is, and get it to work for a little bit. But really mess with a 6 Plus, guys. Check it out, because a lot of these phones are affected by this touch disease, and you'll sometimes see a flickering gray bar at the top. And if that's not there and it's getting froze and all that good stuff, yeah, just skip it, because it's got touch disease and you don't want it unless you can get it for a ridiculously low price. Screens, what are they, about 55 now, so you can still get it for the screen as a parts phone. Pay like $40. Now don't quote me on this, but I think Apple is fixing them now for $150. But I don't know if you got to be in Apple Care or whatever. I don't know if you had to have Apple Care. If it's out of insurance, I don't know what you would do. I don't know if they pay. If you paid a $150, you're good to go. I don't know how it works. But this is what I read about a week or two ago. And And now we'll jump to 6S, and then we'll go to 6S Plus. 6S, 16 gigabyte Verizon. Usually, I get at least $350 for them. Sometimes a little bit less, like $330. It all depends, like I said. And I'll pay like $275, maybe even $300 if if I'm having a good day and I need some extra cash, make a quick $50, $30. But 6S Plus, actually, they go for, they're still up there in price, man. For 64 gigabyte, you can still fetch almost $500, $475 in mint condition, brand new. Like, but usually like those 6S Plus regular 16 gig, I'll get like $400 for them at least. Usually I get them for like $300, $325. And when buying older iPhone models, let people know that, because a lot of people, man, they're attached to their phones, and they, bought them for $800, 2 years ago, and they swear by the book that their phone's still worth, $800. So really, like, if someone's posting an iPhone 6 for $400, you might just want to let it go, because they're in la la land. You're probably not gonna be able to get them down anymore. And even if you do, there's no money to be made. So that's 6S Plus. Now 7s. All right, we get on to the 7 here. 7 and 7 Plus. Basically, let me put this into real quick. All right, so 7s. I got a list of what I have. A wholesaler that just buys my 7s. Like, rather than list them on eBay, I just sell it to him. Why? Because he probably offers me, after fees, because you remember eBay's 10% and then 3% PayPal. So at the 13% fees, I'm probably netting, gross like $30-$40 under what I would get on eBay. So I personally know the guy, so why not sell it to him? That's what I do. Literally, like, he lives 2 hours away. So if I don't have a whole bunch of phones to drive up to him, I just go right to the post office and ship it. Doesn't bother me at all. He sends money right away in my PayPal account. I got my PayPal card. Let me show you guys real quick. I'm actually, here's a little reminder to take this in, write this down in your notebook, that you go to Walmart and get cash back. Don't go to the ATM. See? PayPal card. So, that's what I use. I just get everything sent to my PayPal card. If I sell on eBay or, sell it to my wholesaler, it just puts it right to my eBay account. My PayPal account, and then bam, I can pull it right out. Go to Walmart. You can actually go and get cash back. You can do 100 at a time. Buy like a candy bar or something, 78 cents, and just swipe it and get $100 cash back. You can do it that way. It's self-checkout. I actually did that a lot of times, but actually, guys, save yourself some time and just go right to the customer service, and you'll be able to do, cash back like that. It's a lot easier. But, yeah, so 7s. Okay, we're talking about Verizon, 32 gigabyte, the lowest gigabyte model. Brand new, he's paying me, what, $570. He's paying me $570. They're brand new for $650. If I sold on eBay, I'd get around $650. $60 under that for the fees, and then so basically he's paying me, he's only making like $15-$20 on these phones, I'm telling you. So that's why I sell to this guy. That's for brand new. Now used, I would always say like used prices would be like $75 to $100 cheaper than what a brand new one's going for right now, generally speaking. So always just knock off $100, and from these new prices, guys, or even all these phones, I would say knock off at least 10% for like Sprint. Around here, like, it's probably more like 25%, honestly, 20%. It's up there. But so we'll go to, so 7, 32, about 560. Then it'll go to, 570, 670, then 870. And then did I do that right? No, be 5, 6, and then 7. Yeah, because there's only 3 models for the 7. Then a 7 Plus, so I think it's what is it? 680, 780, and then 880. That's what I get paid on my brand new factory seal. It's $20 off. Knocked down if it's not factory sealed, just in plastics or the plastics ripped off the phone. But it's gotta be brand new. Like I said, probably $100 less for used ones. And yeah, those are the prices. Those are the current prices. And for iPhone 7s, usually, like, someone says, hey, I got a brand new in a box iPhone 7 factory seal. Let's just say it's a 732, and I'm gonna sell it for, you know, $590 or whatever. Well, yeah, if I got my prices mixed up, guys, I'm sorry. Because the 732 gigabytes, $650 brand new. So if I get like $580 for it, let's say, I'm gonna try to be right around $450, $475. For the 7s, I want to generally make like $100 on them, because you're shelling out a lot of money for these phones. Like, if you buy 2, 3, 4, 5 phones, you can be up over $2,500 before you know it. So, well, like actually, my last video, I'm making $300 off that one phone, $250. So there's deals to be had. You just gotta know how to haggle people. Like, how bad do people want the money is what the price is gonna be for you. Some people will have their iPhone 6 for sale on a Facebook group for months, won't drop $1, and don't realize, hey, maybe, you know, I should drop the price or do it, or best offer, or, you know, take the best offer that I've gotten so far. Some people swear to the book that their phone is worth what they're not worth. And the only thing I can say, guys, is just remember, the lower you get it for, the more money that you'll make. And the lower you get it for, you know, you have like something I call like a, it's hard to explain. It's like a wiggle room, but like, say you buy a phone for $300, it's worth $500. Okay, yeah, you can sell for $500, but if you sell for $475 or $450, then, you know, you're still making good money. You make it $150 just like that. And if you buy listen at $450, it's priced lower than everybody else in the market, so it's gonna sell immediately, and then you'll have that money back, right back in your pockets to put back into investments. So, you know, that's the same thing with cars, anything. Like, I will really go in depth through my daily life of what I do, what I purchase, and what I spent, what I sold it for, the ins and the outs, what to watch for, how not to get scammed, because that's the number one thing for me. Like, eBay is really good for selling items, but when it comes to iPhones, just please be careful, because that is really, you know, I talked to an eBay customer service representative one time, and iPhones and phones in general, high price items like Galaxies, they are definitely the number one thing scammed on eBay. You know, people will get the item and say, oh, the phone's not in the box. And yeah, like, I would definitely try to help you guys the best I can. I'm new to this YouTube, new to the flipping, but I'm new to YouTube, and I really want to just tell you guys about everything and help you guys out, answer any questions, and if you want, you can email me. I'll leave it in the description on this one. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.